All right, welcome in everybody. Give me 1 second. Let me do a grand rising and a hello before we get into this. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Sunday. I have to get on the road here shortly, so I wanted to come on and deliver whatever message needs to come through. So happy Sunday. I see some of you guys are watching the sunrise. Amazing. Some of that sun gazing. It's been cloudy the last few days here. So, hey guys, hey. Welcome in. You guys hear me okay? Everybody hear me okay? See me okay? Hi, Allison. I see you. Thank you for being here, everybody. Hi, Bernice. Hello. Okay. Hello, Cheryl. Okay, good deal. Hi, Amy. Hi, Jenny. I see you guys. All right, thank you, Carla. I appreciate that. Loud and clear. Hey, Ascari? Is that how you say that? Did I say that right? Good deal. Okay. Been waiting here, but somehow the sun is always peeking out in Texas. I've been through Texas. I'll get there to see y'all one day. Okay, I'm going to turn you guys onto the table. Okay, yay, nay on the table. I think it's beautiful. You may hear my son working out in the background. New Joy, excuse me. I thought I said Jay. New Joy, good day. Well, the bear came the night after all the chickens were gone and hasn't been back since the grocery store is empty now. So I'm all out of chickens. Thank God I have water glassed some eggs that are still good. Do you guys know what water glassing is? Here, hang on. Let me just chat with you for a minute. You guys know what water glassing is? Yeah, it is sad. I'm still heartbroken. When Petey was a baby, all the roosters used to pick on him. And so I'd say he was such a sweet rooster, and I'd say, "Come on, sweetie Petey." And he'd come over and I'd give him food separately away from everybody else. So yeah, Amy with lime. Yep. So water glassing, you take lime. I forget the ratio off the top of my head. And water, and you take really clean eggs, unwashed. You don't want to wash them because when you wash them, it takes the bloom from the chicken off the egg, and then the eggs go bad sooner. If you ever wash an egg, a fresh egg, you don't want to leave them on the counter. You want to refrigerate them. Because again, the bacteria and stuff can get into the pores. That bloom keeps that from happening. So you take fresh, clean eggs, and you take the lime and the water, and you put them in the lime and the water. And I've got 2 big jars from January of 2024 of water glass eggs. So thank God for that. So I don't have to buy any for a little while. But yeah, I was really determined to find a good way to preserve eggs. Even though with my chickens, like I'd still get eggs throughout the winter. It wasn't as much as it was during the summer, but it was definitely, a lot. Enough to live on. Ma'am, you can't eat rock shoe. What are you doing? No, ma'am. She's still puppy baby. Come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, you raggedy rascal. This is Amber. This is Amber May. Okay, her sweet baby. Stop that. So, am I going to get more chickens? I think I need to mourn the 42 I lost. Yeah, I'll always have chickens. Can't keep roosters here. Your girls take turns at playing the rooster. I've heard hens crow before. That's not a full crow, but the first night the bear attacked, actually, I had a dream about this too when I first moved here. I had a dream. So I wonder if that means something, because of course it means something. But I think it was marking a shift for me. I think that dream was marking a shift for me. And when I walked out and I saw, it was like, this is my dream. This is the dream I had. Literally, there were dead chickens everywhere. Yes, that's Ember. No, not Amber. Ember, like a little ember from a fire. Yeah, I lost all 42 chickens. So Honey Bear, oh, she's a chorky, nice. Yeah, so I'm still sad about losing my my chickens. Sad. Okay. Let me turn you guys onto the table, and we're going to get a reading out. I'm feeling like I need to move toward the Desert Rites Oracle. Nope. He got Petey, and then there were 3 hens left. The roosters, most of the roosters, even Fonzie, got eaten by a fox. The fox chewed through the floorboard of the coop. Yeah. Yes. And I had just purchased this spring and raised 6 cochins and 6 silver wine dots. And they're such docile. They don't even run from predators. They're so docile. They're so loving. Yeah, it's really sad. I got them because they're winter hardy, and obviously we have harsh winters here. So yeah, it's the wilderness out here. So the bear has not been back. I did see a coyote the other day. I think that showed up in Cancer's reading. Cancer was the last sign I did for August. And it showed up just before I started Cancer's reading. I know. I have raised, most of those chickens were raised, all of them actually were raised by me. None of them were adults when I got them. I wanted to let you guys know, if you've missed it, the August readings are out, okay, for the members. If you want to watch them separately, you can. You go to moonlightintuitive.net, click on readings, and you'll see them there. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know, we did a live mini reading event yesterday, where you guys could put your questions in early or get your bookings in early, and I read them live on YouTube. So if you missed your reading, it's time stamped. I think I missed like 3 of them, but they're close enough to the timestamps that you can find them. When I get a minute, I'll go in there and fix that. And then there'll be another live mini reading event on August 8th. So if you guys want to get in on that one, you can go book yours early if you want to. Okay. Okay. All right, my loves, let me turn you onto the table. Yeah, those foxes, they are clever. It's funny because there was a fox that came in after the bear is gone. The bear is going to go ransack somebody else's farm, I guess. Dude, it's been, anything I didn't defeat it. And so, all right. You mean a full-on marathon? Yeah, I think we were on 6 hours yesterday. It was fun though. I enjoy that. I think the longest one I've done was 9 hours when we did the fundraiser for Lahaina. I want to tell you guys, that's funny you said that, Rachel, petrified wood. That was one of the crystals that came out. I think it was for Leo, if I'm not mistaken. Hang on, I can look. Hold on. Where's it at? Let me see. My mess over here. That's not it. Is that it? Here it is. Who had petrified wood? I wanted to tell you that, like, a lot of the signs, no, Leo got jade. A lot of this, it was Libra that got petrified wood. A lot of the signs got a form of tiger's eye, blue tiger's eye, or just regular tiger's eye. A lot of them had that. Okay. All right. Y'all bear with me. Let me just take a minute to tap in here. Thank you guys for being here. Please, please, please hit the like button for me so whoever's message this is can reach them. I appreciate that. Thank you to my moderators for being here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Hi, Andrea. I might need to hang on. I might need to go wake my son up. He's got to get a shower. Give me a second. They have no sense of urgency. Grand Rising, Ashley. Tiger's eye is great for protection. It's great for the solar plexus. It's great for motivation, confidence. But yeah, also prosperity. Absolutely. Okay, let's dive in here. As soon as I finish this, guys, I got to hop off because I got to get on the road. All right. Reading starts at 19 minutes. All right, Spirit. Messages in the best and highest good. What is it that you need? the collective to know at this time? What is it that you need the collective to know at this time, please? What is it that we need to hear? What is it that we need to hear? Rebirth. Okay. Y'all can barely see that. Rebirth energy. Aqua Beauty, thank you. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys yesterday. The seed. Okay, there's definitely something, some kind of new growth here happening. And it feels like maybe it doesn't have to be an ending, but a cycle completing is what I want to say. This very much looks like the lungs to me. Divine purpose. Beautiful. Okay. All right. So there's something here that I feel like you are going to be, if you haven't already started here. I'm seeing inner refuge underneath the deck. Some of you could still be like in this hermit energy. You guys be sure to give me feedback throughout the reading. I feel like for some of you, you could still be in a hermit energy here. I hope you don't mind me having coffee with you. My sweet baby. Teeny has arrived. She knows something's up. Okay, show me. What is this about? Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's like this, if you haven't started something, if you haven't so-called planted the seed for something, I feel like there is something on your mind around next steps or something that you want to begin. Okay, let me see. Hermit since 2020. I hear you. Okay, let's see what comes through here. Let's get some overall energy. Show me overall energy here. Okay, so 2 of Pentacles. So I'm getting this, your question, there's something here that you're questioning, not like you're doubting, but like, I feel like it could be like how to begin. Okay, show me the challenge here. The Tower. Oof. Okay. This bear eating all of my chickens was definitely a tower for me. Okay, show me where your focus should be is the 10 of Pentacles here. All right, show me near future energy, please. You're never late, Debbie. 4 of Cups. Okay, show me outcome. Okay, something here has taken place. I feel like this tower is the purpose. I feel like it's cleaned the slate here for you, and I'm seeing the 7 of Cups in the outcome. So that feels like a lot of options to me. Okay, is this thing crooked again? No, wrong way. All right. Chrissy, next time I'll definitely do an electric fence, but... Okay, so the tower has a purpose. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So raise your hand if you've experienced a tower. Towers don't have to be dramatic, but it basically like clears something out for you. Let me look at this 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, honey. He's up here, but he's fine. You can come on. Ronan's a little scared of Teak. Show me this Two of Pentacles. Okay, I see a lot of you have. A lot of you have. Hey, try to keep it quick, okay? All right, so we have the World. Yeah. Some of you might be wondering what this was all about. Okay, with that Two of Pentacles there. Why something had to transpire the way it did, or some of you might be also considering some kind of move here. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Something definitely got cleared. Hi, baby. I see your little nub under the table wagging at me. I love that, baby. I love that, baby. I gotta take the boys on a ride. Okay, and the Two of Swords. So whatever has been cleared out here, okay, listen, it would have created a burden, or it was a burden. It's blocking you. Something came through here with this Tower energy. I'm going to look at what that is, and it cleared something for you because it was going to block you from a purpose here. Wow. Okay. Watching from 30K up. Nice, Victor Jones. Nice. I envy you right now. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, for sure. Some of you, this could be about a move here. Victor, send pictures. Okay. That's just my son working out in the background. He's fine. Guidance on the purpose, please. I'll see what I can do. That's going to be different for all of you. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is kind of intense over here. So there was some, what was it going to block? I mean, I just want confirmation of the Two of Swords here. So it would have caused you to avoid, there's some sort of strategy involved with this. It would have kept you from your purpose here is what I'm seeing. Okay. Or a purpose. I want to say a purpose. It would have blocked you. It would have been a burden, or it was a burden and would have blocked you. Okay. Let me see this Tower. All right, you guys, please be sure to hit the like button so whoever this is for finds it. I appreciate you guys. We have the Knight of Cups. So this is part of like your inner compass here. I don't, depending on what it's paired with, but typically I don't see Knight of Cups romantic, a romantic thing. Sometimes it's rose-tinted glasses. Sometimes it's romanticizing something. This may have been a relationship for some of you that's been cleared out here. It's definitely something wrapped up because it would have kept you from something you were meant to be doing. Okay, let's see what else. Ace of Wands. And the Hierophant. So something that would have been restrictive, it may be due to a commitment. It may have something to do with diminishing, like it's like throwing water on a fire is what they're showing me. Some kind of divine inspiration. You may not have felt or heard that divine inspiration with this around. So I don't know for some of you if this has come through yet. Okay. But it's definitely, this Tower is paving the way for some kind of new beginning that does have some sort of significant purpose. You're just in the beginning phases after, or whenever this Tower happens, you're just going to be in the beginning phases of this. You may not even see anything in your life right now, but there's something that's kind of spawning is what I'm getting. Something would have been restrictive. This is like out of the norm. Okay. And I do feel like this is about your inner compass. and being aligned with that. And so it's like the divines come through and removed anything that's not aligned with this purpose. Because listen, we look at it like, okay, we're fulfilling a role here. We're stepping into an energy where we're going to be fulfilling some kind of purpose or playing some kind of role. But the bigger scheme of things is like, this is the divine's will. It's not necessarily ours. So you're needed for something here. Terry, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. Thank you. Just give me one moment, guys. It definitely can be in the future, Gabby. Absolutely. I would say, though, that if you haven't experienced this tower yet, you will by Scorpio season. You'll have to come back and let me know if that plays out for you. There are always waves of things that take place in the collective. So don't think you're ever like behind, okay? It's always divine timing. There is something restrictive, and I feel like it's belief systems or something that was connected to whatever this tower had to do with. It was belief systems. Maybe it was a contract. It definitely feels like something that would have held you back, held you down, even blocked you from being able to receive messages here. I think for a lot of us, Autumn, it's taken years. Yeah. There's been like this purging that's been going on, this refining of the soul. Okay. Just give me a minute. I want to make sure I get all of the information out here. Give me a little bit more on this Ace of Wands. Oh, you guys think Chrissy, Aqua Beauty, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you guys. 5 of Wands. Yeah, it would have been a struggle. There's so something that would have created a struggle or been a struggle for you or created stress for you, or there would have been some kind of contention, okay? It would have diminished your ability to carry out the will of the divine. All right. Again, we look at this like, it's where we have free will, we do. But when we align with our free will, that puts us in alignment. You have that closer connection with the universe, and you're actually fulfilling the purpose of the divine. So there's something here that you're supposed to be carrying out that has a bigger purpose than I think you're aware of. Well, I will say, Billy, a tower a few months ago, unless there's another one on the way, this may be collective. Okay? This may be a collective thing here. Okay. Let's look. I feel like that's the message there. Let's get this 10 of... So you need to trust. I have big chills. You need to trust this tower that's happened or is happening. I just heard you ain't seen nothing yet. Sarah Ann, your ex broke his left foot. Yeah, there's been a lot of left ankle stuff going on in the collective, apparently. I got like a specific message. And, Aquarius does, just for reference, I know there's more than just Aquarius here, but Aquarius does, the body part is the ankles. All right. That's good. Good coffee. Okay, let's see this 10 of Pentacles here, where your focus needs to be. Okay, so what you're being asked to do right now is stabilize your life. Okay? You're being asked to pay attention. For some of you, I'm getting like financial stability, like pay attention, hunker down, hone in on that. Well, left is feminine, right is masculine. So maybe that's something about your masculine, Chrissy. If it's the left, maybe it has something to do with the feminine energy. Welcome in to the 140 of you that are here. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you would please hit that like button for me. Okay, so we have the Devil. Yeah, there is something that needs to be tended to when it comes to your security, your stability here. There's something that is being dealt with right now I feel like that's right now, or it needs to be dealt with right now prior to this transition I feel like you're going through. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be easy, but it does look like it's going to be have like a bigger purpose. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like this is a collective tower. Okay, let me see. Show me a little more here. In the midst of gaining financial freedom. Okay, let's see. Yep, it's about your stability. 9 of Pentacles. This could be about breaking free of the system for some of you with that devil energy. Okay, this could be about like the lender is I'm sorry, the borrower is slave to the lender kind of thing. Maybe you're trying to get out of some kind of debts. Okay, let me see. The Hanged Man. Yeah. Okay. So what you're being asked to focus on right now is anything that can block you from you. So this could be like anything that could block you to move freely or move on a dime. Okay. And I'm just talking about movement. Take action. There's something here that you need to be able to do at the drop of a dime. So you're being asked to clear something, to focus on the stability, because again, with that Hangman, it's something that could prevent you from fulfilling your purpose here. Oh my goodness, you did. Autumn, wow. She broke her ankle last week. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay, let's see here. Well, healing to all of you with the bum ankles. Okay, show me more here. Yeah, I did a reading. I don't remember exactly. If you guys recall, there was a reading where I was channeling about how it's more important to follow the will of the divine than it is to be in a relationship. So again, for some of you, maybe there was a tower in regard to something romantic, but for a lot of you, I feel like this tower is aligning you with your inner compass. Like it's like you've got nothing but wide open road in front of you and you can go at will. And I'm seeing something here about you stabilizing your 3D world. You might have to take it because this Capricorn energy is Saturn. It's like the lessons, it's the teacher, it's the things that we have to do day to day that, to be a human here on this planet, right? So there's something here that needs to be tended to. And the Empress, it's so that you can expand, so that there's some. Listen, I feel like you're really about to be blessed and supported, but there is some work involved here in making sure that you are securing your future, but I'm also feeling like there's something that you need to tend to in order to bring more security into your life. I don't know. I've been watching like a lot of Dave Ramsey lately too. So there could be something like hunkering down, doing something a little unconventional. Again, this situation here was restrictive because it was something traditional or conventional. You see what I'm saying? This is you positioning yourself to be used. I don't mean like used and abused. I mean like used by God here. Okay. This is so that when the call comes, when this divine inspiration comes through, again, this thing would have blocked it, you're able to move. You're going to be called. Now, the Four of Cups is interesting because I feel like you might think back and like, man, if this hadn't happened, I would have missed this opportunity. For some of you, though, you may be a little disappointed about something that's transpiring, but I feel like you're going to want to turn that frown upside down, okay? Okay, let's see this Four of Cups here. You've been watching Dave Ramsey too? Yeah. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Okay, let's look at this. This is near future energy. This is going to, you doing this, you paying attention to this is going to allow room for expansion, and you're being assisted. Can you tell me more? Just give me 1 second. Tell me more about this. Oh, that was fast. The Devil. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So this could be about investments for some of you, but it's definitely about where you're putting your resources and how those resources are growing. So pay attention to that because you're being asked to stabilize yourself as much as possible. This, I don't know, maybe this tower has something to do financial because that Hierophant is second house. That does rule value and money, things like this. All right, it doesn't have to be. I'm just saying that's relevant there, I feel. Okay, so the Five of Swords clarifying the Four of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. There's the change happening. Okay, that's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to look pretty. It's not going to feel pretty, but it is needed. Okay, it's needed for, ooh, I've got big chills. It's needed for healing. Give me a second. They're telling me, I don't know why. Tell me, just give me a second. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune, please. This could be about like unloading things that you don't need, purging things out of your life. Again, the Hierophant, I'm telling you, this is about money, tradition, religion, how things have been done. Something is going to shift and it's going to feel really uncomfortable. It's going to feel bad at first because we've been so conditioned to function a certain way and in a certain way. Okay. That it's going to feel disappointing or it's going to feel like, gosh, I did all this, let's say, I put all this money into this and then this happens, but it's for a reason. Just give me a second. I want some more clarity here. Yeah, you're going to feel robbed. Oh my gosh. You're going to feel robbed. You're going to feel like it was all for nothing. That's not true though. Wow. Four of Wands, the World, and the Ace of Cups. What's that Ace of Cups? Queen of Cups. You're going to feel vulnerable. Okay, so I feel like Spirit's giving you a heads up on something. It's not going to, it's like another cycle closing. I'm hearing cycle upon cycle. Cycle upon cycle. Again, for some of you, you're moving. Some of you may go to a place you didn't even think it wasn't even on your radar. Okay, I don't feel like this is travel. I feel like it may be travel, but I feel like more like it's a move. Maybe there's a forced move for some of you. There certainly could be a forced move. I'm getting some, I have to be very honest with you. I'm getting something like about the economy and like maybe even the housing market or like the financial system, something like that is coming through. Can you give me any more information on this, please? I feel like this is happening in your individual lives, but then there's going to be a collective thing. Show me more, please. The Nine of Cups. Listen, I feel like Spirit is telling you that this is not going to feel good initially, but it's needed for healing. That's what this is about, okay? That's what this is about. It's needed for healing. It's going to feel unfair. It's going to feel like you've been robbed in some way. Okay, it doesn't have to be financial, but it's going to feel like you've been robbed in some way, but it's bringing some kind of healing, and the healing is going to be needed for you to fulfill a purpose here, okay? This change is going to be a big shift. And it's just not going to feel good. So just get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I feel like Spirit's telling you, like, get prepared. The number one, I'm very familiar with like survival stuff. So the number one thing about survival is that you keep your head about you, because if you lose your head, everything falls apart. It's very important that you keep a clear head. And I'm kind of seeing something like this here. Okay. Very important that you keep a clear head, that you keep a level head. Okay. That you don't go off the deep end, that you understand that the universe is in control. Okay. God is in control. All right. Let's look at the Seven of Cups here in the outcome. Show me the Seven of Cups. Big chills. I keep getting waves of chills. I just heard ancestors. Okay. Show me, please. Seven of Cups. Okay, yes. Listen, I'm telling you, you're going to feel very vulnerable, but it's like a baby being born, okay? You come out, you're nude, you're cold, you're wet, you're hungry, okay? You can't see anything. Like that's how this feels. That's what this rebirth is talking about. Bach flower remedy. Bach remedies, awesome product. Show me more. Show me more. The star. The Ten of Swords. Okay. There will be some kind of healing. There's going to be a lot of options that are going to be opened up here. Okay. But this is necessary for healing because something has been so structured. Again, whoops, excuse me. Something has been so structured. It's been so like uneven. I'm getting something has been like, yeah, there's something here about like imbalance. This is about wealth transfer is what I'm getting. Some of this has to do with like wealth transfer. That's very interesting. Okay. I knew there was a reason I needed to do this collectively. I had a feeling. Okay, show me more about this. Page of Cups and the Star. The Ace of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be really confusing. It's going to feel very vulnerable. Again, necessary for healing. This is the purpose. Okay? This is the purpose. This is the purpose, that this divine purpose that's coming through. All right, and then you have this Ten of Swords. So again, not going to feel pretty, but it clears the way. There's a clarity on the Seven of Cups. The Chariot, and then you're going to move on it. Okay. I'm telling you, this tower happened, okay, so that it cleared the way for you to be able to do this, the Ace of Swords and the Chariot. Have clarity of vision, okay, clarity on the direction to go. Again, I feel like this is happening in your individual lives, but I feel like it's also happening in a big way collectively. I just heard we're all in this together. Okay. Hey, Jan, good grand rising. All right, so I do see that this is what the purpose has to do with. Is there anything else that you need us to know? Spirit, please, is there anything else that you need us to know? Hey, Richard, good to see you. Okay, Seven of Wands. Move away from anyone or anything that is resistant to this shift because it's going to hold you back. Again, some of you, that's why this tower has happened. Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Yep, what did I say? It's going to hold you back. It would have held you back. Strength. There's alignment. Okay. All right. You just need to hang in there. Keep your head about you. Okay. Again, it's not going to feel pretty. I'm not going to hear and tell you. I mean, none of these cards represent this. The Wheel of Fortune is a very positive card, though, generally speaking. But there is some sort of karmic shift away from something that has been very structured. Again, that's why this Hierophant here came out. Okay. And I'm seeing it here. There's something that's being prepared. The path is being paved. All right. So what I'm seeing is hang in there because there is some sort of alignment and you need this clear, like this clearing out in your life. Okay. In order to receive the messages that are going to be coming through to you. I'm hearing divine messages. Okay. So again, focus on getting stable as quickly as possible, as stable as possible, as quickly as possible. Okay. For such a time as this, my loves. All right. Let me get you some guidance here. Ooh, all right. Guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, confirmation, please. For my collective. Thank you, Billy. Oh, that's funny. I see your last name is Bridge. That makes sense why when that London Bridge thing came through, I saw you messaging about that. Okay, let's see. Show me, please. Guidance, advice, reminders, clarity, confirmation. Abandon worry and moonbathe in hope. Okay. Let me read these to you. So number 43, that's breaking down to a 7, lucky number 7. And you have number 2 here. All right, worry doesn't empty tomorrow of its storms. How appropriate. It robs today of its sunshine. This moment asks you to trust instead of worry. It's not as bad as you think. Your worry is attempting to shelter you from an oncoming storm, but it's working overtime to convince you of a darkness that may never come. Your concern and self-protection are healthy. You need them. Worry, however, is not your friend. It robs your peace of mind and can keep you from trying new things that could potentially be a wonderful fit for you. Abandon all things that do not fit you: genes, relationships, beliefs. Worry has always been too confining. Break through that dark ceiling and your possibilities will soar free. This is this 7 of Cups. You're going to know exactly how to move here, okay, in the outcome. I feel like I want to get a sense of timing. Let me read number 2. Okay, they're saying to roll a season. Okay, I'll do that. All right, now is the time for moonbathing in hope. Mother Moon is a friend to all dreamers. She incubates your dreams and grows wings for all of your wishes. She encourages all to remember not all who wander are lost. Roam, wander, receive. She doesn't shine exclusively for the special, the brightly talented, or accomplished. In fact, she shines brightest in the dark. Embrace those hopeful rays. Take a walk in her radiance. Bask in her glow. Have a conversation with her about all the untold stories in your soul and the wishes waiting to grow wings. Grow. I lost my place here. Ask her to guide you through the dark night, bringing luminosity to all that's currently unknown, unseen, unformed. So there's going to be some kind of wide open space here, wide open possibilities because of something that's going to be shifting, and it is bringing healing. And I feel like this is in your individual lives on some level, but also collectively. So they're telling me to roll. Capricorn. Makes sense because you had Capricorn here, but also Capricorn is about those structures and, institutions and those things that have always been done this way. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense here, especially with Saturn being in Aries. It's going to move retrograde in Pisces. I want to say that happens in September. It's not retrograde in Pisces yet. Baby, just walk. It's fine. Just go. Is he growling? He is? Okay, hold on, guys. Is he living? What? Okay. All right, be dressed quickly, baby. Tell Rock to come get a shower. Okay. So yeah, I'm just getting like, oh gosh, that makes a lot of sense. Have you ever, I'm just going to, not to scare anybody, but have you ever noticed in all like the apocalyptic movies, it's always Christmas time? Whoop, confirmation. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. It looks like Capricorn season. So it feels like by Capricorn season, you're in this like 7 of Cups. I don't really feel so much the 4 of Cups, but I feel like the change is in Capricorn season. This feels like it happens fairly quickly. Yeah, I don't want to say what I just heard. Okay, so, I'm going to say it. Okay, I just heard there will be no Christmas, but that doesn't mean like the world's ending. What I mean is like things are shifting, like traditions, okay, are shifting. Something's going to be going on where it's not a priority and it's not even really the real date anyway. So, okay. Yeah, that's what I heard. I just said what I heard. So some people take it and run with it though, they go crazy with it. So, all right, my loves. Whew, man. was intense. Give me a second. I'm going to switch to my face. Okay. All right. How many of you resonate with that? You can't live here in that season. Amen. I hear that. Sounds like something my mom would say to me when I was bad. What it feels like is that there's going to be something that's transpiring where it's not, people's ideas about it are going to shift. Like, there will be no Christmas. Yeah. That is so funny. Yeah. Like where the tradition is uprooted. That's what it feels like to me. Like the tradition is uprooted, and if it is anything financial, maybe that's why. Like it's not, this can be too about like reconnecting with what's important. Again, the Hierophant talks about value systems. Okay. All right, guys. I hope this, yes, honey. Okay, I need you to put some pep in your step. All right, my loves. I'm gonna get this out to you guys. Of course, it's already out to you guys, but I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna get on the road. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Again, if you're wanting to get in on the live mini reading event, there's another one on the 8th. If you want to get in on that, go to moonlightintuitive.net. Click on book online. It's the first one on the page. Okay. Limited slots. All right. Love you guys. See you soon.